Welcome to Mountains in Heaven. And here in central Pennsylvania, it's January the 13th, and it's really not a bad winter day. I wouldn't want to be out here with a t-shirt too long. But today we're going to make a filled pig stomach. And here in central Pennsylvania, it's a PA Dutch traditional food. Maybe a lot of you have never heard of it, or you've seen it on other YouTube channels. There's probably 8-10 different ways to make filled pig stomach, different things that you could put inside it. And I'm sure any way that it's made, it's very, very good. Even our local restaurant puts it on the special from time to time. Today we're going to go in the garage and we're going to cook it in the garage. I'm going to get my wife to help me, show you how she cleaned the stomach and just prepared it, and we'll go from there. Well, here we are in the garage. I designed the garage so that we can do some cooking videos, and I don't have anything prepared like I would like to have it yet. But as we go through more cooking and as I make more additions, it may look more like a garage kitchen. Today we're going to look at the ingredients for this filled pig stomach. And I have about 4 stalks of celery that I have washed, an onion. I have 2 large potatoes, and I have some carrots. I'm going to go ahead and show you right now the pig stomach. I'm not sure how well you can see it where the camera is right there, but this is the stomach. It's not a real large one, but that is the stomach that we're going to fill. And then hot sausage that we're going to put in there. I got a few pork chops that we're going to put on the outside of the pig stomach. I actually like to season up a couple pork chops and put on the outside so that the juice gets even more flavored on the outside. And then we got this pork fish that we put away. And how many of you know what pork fish is? I'll tell you in about a minute. Now, I wanted to tell you what the pork fish is. It's a muscle that runs along the spine that doesn't bear any weight. So it is very, very, very tender pork loin. And we'll also be putting that inside the stomach. And maybe just a closer look. My wife does a great job of cleaning these pig stomachs. It is so clean. She works, and I'll show you a little bit of a video clip of her cleaning one. She cleans all that lining out of the inside, and just does a great job of cleaning. I'm going to get to chopping these and peeling the potatoes. I'm not going to bore you with all of it because I'm not a professional chopper. I'm going to put all the carrots in the bowl and the celery in the bowl. And these are 2 very large potatoes, which I'm going to peel. You don't have to peel them, but my wife prefers them peeled. And those eyes cut out of there. I think I'm just in time. My wife's just pulled into the garage. Actually, I'll try and show you that. She just got home. Okay, my wife come pulling in the garage, and I got one potato chopped up here. Now I'm gonna get the seasonings, and my wife's gonna come out here and she's going to do the salt and the pepper and all the other good things. I'm going to go ahead and get the oven heated up to 350 degrees. A close-up of her preparing and stuffing this pig stomach. Putting salt and pepper on the pork fish that I told you about. Get the potatoes and onions and celery and carrots all seasoned up. Put some of the pork fish, tenderloin in there. People put spare ribs or baby back ribs even into the stomach. All different kinds of pork meat, regular pork sausage. We like some hot sausage. Pretty much whatever you like to do. The key is to just keep pushing and stretching, and this is going to make a great supper for this evening now. After she gets everything in there that she can, she'll sew it shut. It's all laid into the roaster. About 2 cups of liquid water, just plain water in there, seasoned pork chops on the outside. And then we cover it completely with foil. The outside of the stomach is seasoned well. Get it all covered up really good. And then it's ready to go in the oven. It's been about an hour and a half. I'm going to get my wife to take it out of the oven here, and we'll check it out, and then we'll pull the cover off and put it back in for a while. Smelling really good. Steam's coming out. Looking pretty good. Okay, now we're just going to put it back in the oven. It's been about 2.5 hours now. Okay, we're going to pour some of the juice off. Here we go. All right. That's going to be unbelievable. I'm ready to cut it open. I really wanted to show you one of these pieces of pork tenderloin. Mmm. Mmm. How about another piece of skin? Mm-hmm. I guess I should say a piece of the stomach. That hot sausage in there just flavors the whole batch. Mm-mm-mm. So good. We're going to go in the house and we're going to have a feast. Meat here, and the skin here, and the potatoes here. And then I like to take the juice and just take some of that juice and pour right on them potatoes. Oh man, it makes it so good. So good. Okay, this is my plate full. I'm ready to go and dig in. Well, friends, that is our stuffed pig stomach, hog maw, straight from our oven. Nothing fancy and not the way we always do it. But it is honest food with a lot of family history behind it. If you grew up with dishes like this, I would love to hear your stories. Leave them in the comments below. And if this is new to you, what do you think? Would you try it? Stay tuned for a few bloopers. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for joining us in Mountains of Heaven, and blessings to you all. Some people wonder if you can eat the skin. And I just want to show you that the skin is edible. Ow. The skin can be a little chewy, but it is definitely edible. Mmm. Mmm. That is really good.